What do you do when something meaningful ends and you're not quite sure what comes next? A season ends, a chapter shifts, something you've relied on changes. There's often a moment when you just stand there, unsure of what to do next. That's where the disciples are at the resurrection. They've walked with Jesus, learned from him, followed him closely, and now he's no longer with them in the same way. And yet, this isn't an ending, it's a turning point. Jesus lifts everything to the Father and entrusts what comes next to God. Years ago, I heard a homily refer to the Ascension like a parent training a child how to ride a bike. They're with them, they're holding on to them. But finally, the training wheels come off, the parent rides along, and eventually he lets go, and the child is on their own. They may not even be aware of it at first, and then they may be panicking when they realize they're pedaling by themselves, but they're doing it by themselves. The parent hasn't left, but now they have to be the ones to do the work. We all reach moments like that, moments when we wish we had more clarity, more direction, more control over what's ahead. But the Ascension reminds us that faith doesn't always begin with knowing what's next. Sometimes it begins with trust, trusting that God is still at work, even when things feel uncertain. Trusting that we are not alone, even when things change. This week, when something feels unclear or unsettled, try this. Pause, even briefly, and place that moment in God's hands. Lord, I trust you with this. Not as a perfect act of faith, but as a step toward it. And this weekend, we hear words that many people return to again and again. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27 doesn't say life is easy. It reminds us where our confidence comes from. Today, we place what we carry into God's hands and ask for the grace to trust him more fully. Lord, in the Ascension, you showed us how to trust completely in the Father. Help us to let go of what we cannot control and place it in your care. Fill our hearts with peace. Amen.